So I read somewhere, I can't pick like where exactly it was, a CFO would ask a CEO, what happens if we invest financially at teaching these employees, they would leave us. And the CEO said, if we don't, what would happen to the future of this company? So I think
Yeah.
it's more of like, a development, right? What happens next, right?
So
Or they
true.
need that development internally. So I think
Yeah.
that is a very key factor as far as, even in the bigger picture, the company growth as well as that team and it comes
Yeah.
down to employee rights.
How would you advise someone who is seeking out a mentor? If I'm really looking for a mentor, I want someone who, one, is or more relatable to me, somebody
Mhm.
who I feel like I can have a connection with, and also is genuinely interested in spending that.
Yes.
And I just think with mentoring, it can't feel like an obligation. It's got
Super
to
organic.
have more pureness and be more authentic. So,
I mean, like you mentioned, they have to be willing to do it and on both end, right? Willing to learn. That you have to have the eagerness to change and better yourself as well. So I think both the eagerness should happen. They would have to have the drive to teach, and even the mentee, they have to have the drive to better themselves professionally. I think the need has to match on both end. But like you mentioned, it is sad, like where it becomes obligation. Yeah, the connection is not there. So
I agree.
it becomes coaching is more of like, I got to do this 4 hours a month of like meeting with this mentee. It becomes like kind of a job that you don't really want to do, but you have to.
Recommend if I'm looking for someone to mentor me, it may seem like I have everything together externally, but there's probably something where I'm like, gosh, if I could just be a better presenter, if I could just speak up more in meetings, if I, things like that. And so what I would recommend is take your time with it. People watch their behaviors, watch how they interact with other people, things like that. And then approach that person and just say, Linda, I would love it if you would mentor me. I've watched you in meetings and you're just so kind, but very also authoritarian, like you have authority and, things like that. But I also want to not put that on you if you are too busy right now.
yeah.
If you feel like maybe we could just have a cup of coffee once a month, I would love
Yes.
that.